John Locke. John Locke (1632–1704) was an English philosopher and physician known for his significant contributions to the fields of political philosophy and epistemology. He is often considered one of the most influential thinkers of the Enlightenment. Here is an overview of his life. Early life and education. John Locke was born on August 29, 1632 in Rington, Somerset, England. He came from a relatively wealthy family. He received his early education at Westminster School and then attended Christ Church, Oxford, where he studied various subjects, including medicine, philosophy and the natural sciences. Medical career. Locke practiced medicine and obtained a medical degree from Oxford University in 1674. He became personal physician and advisor to Anthony Ashley Cooper, 1st Earl of Shaftesbury, a prominent political figure of the time. This connection would have a major impact on Locke's political philosophy. Influence on political thought. Locke's most famous work, Two Treatises on Government, 1689, had a profound influence on political thought. In this work, he defended the idea of the social contract and the principles of natural rights that laid the foundation for modern liberal democracy. He emphasized that the legitimacy of government derives from the consent of the governed and that individuals have inherent rights to life, liberty, and property. Theory of knowledge. Locke's treatise concerning human understanding, 1690, is considered a major text in the field of epistemology. In this work, he said that human knowledge is based on experience and sensory perception. He introduced the concept of the blank slate, noting that the human mind is a blank slate at birth and that knowledge is acquired through sensory experiences. Religious toleration. Locke was an advocate of religious tolerance and wrote extensively on the subject. In his treatise on toleration, 1689, he advocated the separation of church and state and advocated the acceptance of diverse religious beliefs. Later life and legacy. Locke spent much of his final years in the company of intellectuals and philosophers in England and Europe. His ideas had a major influence on America's founding fathers, including Thomas Jefferson, who incorporated Locke's ideas into the Declaration of Independence. Locke's works continue to be studied and discussed by scholars in various fields. John Locke died on October 28, 1704 in Essex, England, at the age of 72. John Locke's ideas about government, individual rights, and the nature of knowledge remain influential in modern political philosophy and epistemology. His works have left a lasting legacy in the development of liberal democratic thought and human rights principles. John Locke is known for his influential ideas in political philosophy, epistemology, and other fields. While he did not have a collection of sayings like some philosophers, his writings contain basic principles and sayings that summarize his philosophical contributions. Below are the most important sayings or important statements related to John Locke. All mankind being all equal and independent, no one should injure another's life, health, liberty, or property. This statement underscores what Locke said is the concept of natural rights, including the right to life, liberty, and property. The state of nature has a natural law to govern it, which binds all. And reason, which is that law, teaches all mankind, who only want to seek its assistance, that since all are equal and independent, no one should harm another in his life, health, liberty, or his property. This confirms Locke's belief in natural law and the principles of equality and non-aggression. Where there is no property, there is no injustice. Locke's statement emphasizes the close relationship between property rights and justice in his political philosophy. The purpose of law is not to abolish or restrict freedom, but to preserve and expand freedom. Locke believed that the purpose of government and law was to protect individual liberties rather than to infringe on them. Here man's knowledge cannot exceed his experience. This statement summarizes Locke's empirical epistemology and highlights the idea that knowledge is based on sense experience. The only fence against a world is an accurate knowledge of it. Locke emphasized the importance of understanding the world through empirical observation and learning. The necessity of the pursuit of happiness is the basis of freedom. Locke believed that the pursuit of happiness is a fundamental human right and a driving force behind the institution of governments. New opinions are always doubted and usually opposed for no other reason than because they are not already popular. Locke recognized the resistance to change and the tendency to change. They reject new ideas simply because they challenge established beliefs. Reading only supplies the mind with materials of knowledge. Thinking is what makes what we read our own. Locke emphasized the importance of critical thinking and reflection in this process of acquiring knowledge. It is one thing to show a man that he is wrong, it is another to put him in possession of the truth. Locke emphasized the distinction between pointing out someone's error and helping them arrive at the truth. highlighting the importance of persuasion and understanding in intellectual discourse. These statements capture some of the basic ideas and principles associated with John Locke's philosophical contributions, which include political philosophy, epistemology, and education. We are grateful that you could join us today. We want to take a moment to thank all of you, our incredible fans, for your ongoing support during this incredible trip. We would not have had as much fun without your passion and constant participation.